Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we have a long overdue purchase or pass. It's gonna be a good one. Make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. First thing we have to talk about is Ulta Beauty is ending their partnership with Target. Which honestly, I am not surprised by this because I personally don't know anyone who shops in the Ulta at Target. I just feel like it was only a matter of time. So it does say they're going to be ending this collaboration by August of 2026. So yeah, I'm not really surprised by this, but I am curious. What are your thoughts on this? Did you see this coming or are you shocked? Haus Labs is coming out with the new Precision Sculpt Shaping Balm Contour Stick. Wow, that is a long name. That's a really long name, but I'm actually very intrigued by this formula. I was so happy to see that this isn't their glassy balm formula. Personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of that particular formula, but I like that this is looking more like a crayon kind of stick. I don't know why, I just feel like this is gonna blend so effortlessly and it's gonna look so creamy. I don't know, I just have really high hopes for this. This is gonna be $30. The shade range looks amazing. I have to say, the shade range is definitely well thought out. They took their time with the shade range. So I'm very excited to try out this formula. I'm definitely going to be getting this. This is going to be available on August 26th. Laneige is going to be dropping the Milky Way in Pink Supernova Glowy Balms with Shimmer. I feel like a lot of brands have shimmer in their lip products, so this was definitely only a matter of time. I'm going to pass on this. This isn't one of my favorite lip balm formulas. Patrick Ta just reformulated his highlighter duos, and if you guys remember, I think it was maybe last year or 2 years ago. I feel like it was 2 years ago. The sun hates me, y'all. I swear the sun hates me because it just changed how everything looks right now. So I do apologize for that. The sun is going in and out of the clouds. If you guys remember, way back when Patrick Ta released these highlighter duos, and a lot of the cream shades in these duos were very goopy and, you know, very sticky, and it just melted when you rubbed your finger into the pan. I did try out this formula and the shade that I had didn't do that, but a lot of people's did that. It almost looked like a lip gloss, you know, like when you touched it, it was very goopy on the hands. He reformulated it and now we have the new launch. I did swatch these in stores and I tried to layer them together, and I wasn't loving what I was seeing. One of the shades I did really like was the shade Baby. It is a little bit too light for my skin tone, but that one was probably the prettiest one that I swatched, honestly. The shimmer that he chose for the powder highlighter was perfect. But then I swatched the shade Honey. I felt like the powder highlighter for Honey had really big glitter particles in there, and it just wasn't the same kind of glitter, if that makes sense. So I ended up not picking up a new reformulation just to try it out and see. He also just came out with 2 new brushes, and I really want to get my hands on these brushes. I love his brushes. The first one he has is the highlighter brush, which looks perfect. You have one side for cream, one side for powder. I think this will come in handy for traveling. These are really nice. Definitely want to get that. He also just dropped the dual-ended foundation brush. So you have one side that's flat for precision and light layers, and then the other side is domed. This side is great for blending, buffing, and building. This one's $46, which is very pricey, but the quality of his brushes is really good. So I definitely want to get my hands on these eventually. I'm not in a rush to get it, but like I definitely want to add it to the collection further down the line. We have a new release from Amika. They just turned their iconic scent into a hair and body mist. That is literally the hot thing right now. Brands are coming out with hair and body mist left and right. I honestly feel like every brand's gonna have one. You know, Essence just came out with new hair and body mist. We have the hair brand Day that just came out with one. Everybody has a hair and body mist. Honestly, I am very intrigued to smell this. I am a sucker for a fragrance, okay, of any kind. Give me a body mist, give me a perfume, I will take it. Give it to me. So this one has notes of apricot, vanilla, pink grapefruit, sandalwood, and lily of the valley. It's only going to be $28. Honestly, this makes a lot of sense since it is a hair and body mist. It makes sense for a hair brand to come out with this, you know. Definitely want to try this out because I am a huge fan of Amika products. My hair loves Amika, so this I am very, very excited about. Since we're talking about hair brands, we have to talk about this new release from Way. I had to get my hands on this with the quickness. If it's St. Bart's, give it to me, okay? It says St. Bart's on there. I need it. I have the St. Bart's hair oil. I have the body mist. I have the deodorant. I have the body cleanser, the body scrub. Listen, I have everything St. Bart's, okay? I love the way St. Bart's scent. It does suck that this did not come out earlier in the summer, but you know, that's okay. This is good, okay? This is very, very good. It is an aluminum-free deodorant. I was truly so impressed with how this scent projects. I thought it was gonna be a very subtle St. Bart's scent, very faint. No, like you can actually smell this. I wore this to bed and my boyfriend was like, "What is that smell? You smell so good." And I said, I think it's my deodorant. Just laying down, I could truly smell it. And if he could smell it laying next to me, that is good. And I just was very impressed because it is a hair care brand. They truly, truly nailed it with this deodorant. I am very, very happy about it. They also came out with the Melrose Place and the Cape Town scents. I'm not really too familiar with those scents. I just see St. Bart's, I grabbed St. Bart's. This is the scent I'm more familiar with, but I do want to go and smell the other two because I like this one so much. It is a little pricey for a deodorant. It's $22, just so you guys know. Ooh, okay, we have to talk about this new launch from The Ordinary because I actually picked this up and I love this. In my last video, your girl had a nice little friend. My friend is like still kind of here, but it's not as bad as it was. This right here literally does wonders for your pimples, for acne. This is basically a sulfur concentrate. It's a powder to cream formula. So you take a little bit of the powder on your hand and then you place it on whatever pimple you want to reduce. You rub it in. It claims that within an hour it shrinks the size, and honestly that is so true because I was in disbelief. This worked better than a pimple patch for me when it comes to a bump that doesn't have a head on it. I feel like pimple patches work the best for me if my bump already has like a head on it. This bump that I had did not have that, so when I put this on, it shrunk it and I was like, thank you, thank you. This is something that I've been needing because every time I'm tempted to put a pimple patch on a bump that doesn't have a head, I waste it because it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work for me. Definitely worth it. It's literally only $10. I'm just raving about it because I've really been enjoying it. The only thing I will say, it does have a very, very strong scent. It is sulfur, so it's very, very strong. I would use it when you're going to bed. So, you know, you can sleep through the night. You don't have to smell the scent, you know? But it works. Next up, we have a release from Mob Beauty and Monica. This is beautiful. She created a monochromatic collection. It is available now. It's the Wedding Red Lip collection, and she also came out with a new cream clay blush, which is really gorgeous. This is a beautiful collection. I haven't tried anything from Mob Beauty before, so let me know if this is something that I definitely should check out, the brand in general. But congratulations to her because this is a gorgeous collection and I love Monica. I follow her on literally all socials and her content is amazing. Definitely check her out if you're not familiar with her. I just love to see creators getting to create collections because I'm like, one day I will be able to create a collection with one of my favorite brands. You gotta speak it into existence, y'all. Speak what you want into existence. We have a little sneak peek from ColourPop and they said something new is coming. It's not very far away now. Any guesses? Now ColourPop, y'all weren't subtle with this one. Y'all weren't subtle. In this video right here, it's the gingerbread man and we all know this iconic gingerbread man anywhere. Okay? They're collabing with Shrek and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do because I honestly cannot remember the last time I picked up a ColourPop palette or anything from a ColourPop collection because truly nothing has been speaking to me like they used to. I was just reminiscing with my friend the other day. We were talking about how we used to be like first in line to buy the new ColourPop collections. I remember like it was when they had the Sunflower collection, the Hocus Pocus collection, the first one. It was back when ColourPop had the smaller pans before they transitioned into those little bit larger pans. That is the ColourPop that I miss. I just miss those collections so much. And yeah, I miss that ColourPop. So I don't know. I'm excited for this. I honestly hope that we see some new things, maybe some new formulas in this collection that we haven't seen. Something different. I would love to see. I'm pretty sure by the next purchase or pass video, this will already be available. We have a new release from CL. They're coming out with new Flush and Protect SPF 45 powder blushes. I have not tried the CL blushes. I haven't tried the liquid blushes yet. I have one. I think I have two. I need to try them out. Like, that is next on my list to try. But I've heard a lot of people rave about their blushes, and my friend loves those blushes, so I really need to try mine out. But these look really, really beautiful. The shade range is, it looks pretty nice. This is something I would definitely really like to see in person, swatch it, get a feel for the formula, and then decide if it's something I want to try out. It's gonna retail for $34, and it will be available on August 18th. It is a talc-free, lightweight powder blush that diffuses a radiant flush of color onto the cheeks for a silky, blurring finish. Pat McGrath is coming out with new products. Where are the palettes, Pat? Where are the palettes? So she just extended the blurring under eye powder in 2 new shades. We have the shades Peach and the shade Amber. She also just launched a new blurring setting spray. It is going to retail for $38. Interesting. I'm going to pass on this. I'm not excited about it. What would really make me excited is if we saw some more Mothership palettes. That would make me excited. I don't know, Pat McGrath just hasn't really been wowing me as of late. Hopefully soon we get some more palettes. We have a new release from One Size. They're coming out with the new Airbrush Talc-Free Finishing Powder. It is a baked finishing powder that creates an all-over airbrush silk finish. It's going to visibly even tone with a sheer dimensional coverage in a range of flexible shades. I don't know if I'm getting this in PR. If I am not, I will be buying this. This is going to retail for $40. It's going to be available on the Sephora app on September 3rd and then everywhere on the 4th. So this is coming very, very soon. I'm very excited about this. I have been seeing people use this already, and I'm excited to get my hands on this. I cannot wait. Y'all know that I love One Size. If there's one thing that One Size does well, it's base products. So this I'm very, very excited about. Their loose setting powder is beautiful. So this, yeah. Definitely want to get my hands on this. Five Beauty has come out with a new shade in their viral mascara. They're coming out with a brown shade. It is available now, and it's going to retail for $28. I have seen so many people rave about this mascara, but truly, I do not understand how this works because the brush on this mascara is very different. I have never seen anything like this brush on this mascara. Like, I'm very intrigued. I haven't tried it myself, but like a part of me wants to try out this mascara. Maybe in the black shade because I don't really love brown mascaras on me. But I don't know. If you've tried this out, let me know what you think. I want to know if this is something that is worth a pickup. Ooh, okay, we have another new setting powder from Cali. This is the Magic Hour 16-hour blurring. What? Okay, am I even saying this name right? The Magic Hour 16-hour blurring talc-free loose setting powder. It's a non-comedogenic talc-free setting powder with a barely there feel and natural finish that blurs the skin for 8-hour shine control and 16 hours of makeup setting. So it looks like it's only going to have 2 shades, which is not enough. Cali Ray, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I hope it's not just these 2 shades. It might just be these 2 shades. So we have the shade Golden and the shade Dawn. I don't know about the shade range, just only being 2 colors. It's going to be available on August 17th, and it's going to retail for $29. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it only having 2 shades, but yeah. I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. We have a new makeup line from Phillips. This is going to be launching August 15th and at Sephora on August 25th. I'm very intrigued by the underpainting method, and her products look really interesting. Like, this is something I want to try out. I don't know what I want to try out from this brand, but I'm hoping to try out something from this brand. But let me know if you guys are excited for this. This is very different. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I would love to know what your thoughts are. I'd love to know if there's anything you're picking up, what you're skipping out on. Let's chat about it in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.